10 things that you have been using wrong your whole life. Subscribe to the channel and comment down below saying I subscribe to enter this month's shoutout giveaway. There are some things we're so used to doing, but these things deserve a second look so we can see them the way they were meant to be used. Here are the everyday items we've been getting wrong all along. Saucepan handles. Eating is something we all do every day, and there's very little eating that doesn't start as cooking. The upside of cooking is it inevitably leads to eating, but the downside is it inevitably leads to cleaning up afterward. If you've ever made a mess by dipping a spoon in a saucepan of food and then leaving the spoon out on the countertop, then this handy trick will be a lifesaver. Almost every saucepan has a hole in the handle, and you can use this to balance the spoon and save yourself the cleanup after. Drink cartons. Pouring yourself a glass of milk or filling up a bowl of cereal sometimes leads to accidents. There's no use crying over spilled milk, and that's because it happens all the time. There's something about all that liquid sloshing around that makes it harder to keep control, unless that is, you try this simple trick. If you pour milk from the other side of the carton, there's less milk sloshing around and it's easier to hold it steady. It may seem weird, but give it a try and see how it works. Wooden hangers. There are two ways to manage your wardrobe: by throwing all your clothes in a big pile on a chair, which is not ideal, or by hanging them up in a closet. We probably don't think too much about the kind of hangers we use though. That'd be a mistake. It turns out there's a secret behind the wooden hangers you can find. You might already have some lying around your closet, waiting to be used. Wooden hangers repel moths, so for added protection, give it a go for keeping your wardrobe safe. Takeout containers. Those little cardboard takeout boxes that you get with Chinese food delivery are iconic. Who hasn't had a quiet night watching Netflix and munching Chinese straight from the box? Well, apparently there's more than one way to do it. Instead of scraping around inside the bottom of the box for the last of your noodles, you can unfold these containers and use them as a plate. There's no need for using additional dishes. You can just eat them from the plate that's been provided. That makes it a lot easier and saves you on the washing up. Car headrests. If you've ever been a bored passenger waiting in a car for your driver to get it together, you might have played around with the headsets and discovered a strange fact. They come right off if you pull them up. It seems a bit useless. Why would you remove a headrest? There's one particular reason why you might want to do so. If you're ever trapped in a car, then in cases of emergency, these removable headrests can be used to break a window. Be careful and pray the day never comes that you'll need to use this knowledge, but keep it in mind. Aluminum foil boxes. There are little details we ignore because we've gotten so used to them, and then there are the details we miss entirely. These are the useful little tricks that are hidden in plain sight because we never think to look. One such helpful detail can be found on most boxes of aluminum foil. On the side of the box, you'll find a little tab that you can push in. It's simple enough, but it holds the roll of foil in place. That makes it much easier to unroll a sheet and tear it off, solving one of the frustrations of using foil. Soda can tabs. Is there anything more common than the tab of a soda can? You pull it, open the can, you drink, you forget all about it. There's nothing special, there's no little trick, or so most of us think, until we learn the use of it. If you've ever lost a straw in a soda can, or had it fall out, you'll be pleased to discover a use for the little hole in the tab. Slot your straw through and it holds everything in place, making it much easier to manage. Measuring tape diamonds. Another little detail that's easy to miss is a tool we all have, but which we might not use all that often. Our tape measure. Everyone's seen a tape measure and most of us have used one, but there's more to it than just stretching it out and counting the numbers. There are tiny markings on tape measures that are there to help you find the right position for all the wall studs. These black diamonds are known as stud finders, and they can help mark the center point between two studs. Fuel gauges. Something you get used to over time is which side of the car your fuel tank is on. You get so used to it that you don't think about it, that is, until you're driving a car you don't recognize, like a friend's car or a rental. The only way to figure it out is by remembering to check before you need to refuel. Well, there is another way. Check for the little arrow on the fuel gauge by the pump symbol. It'll point you to the right side. The arrow indicates which side of the car has the fuel tank. Oven drawers. The more you cook, the more utensils and trays and pots and pans you end up needing, the more space you need to find to store it all. Plenty of people end up using the drawers in their oven for that purpose, storing whatever will fit. There's more to these oven drawers though. They can also be used to store food that's been cooked if you aren't ready to serve them immediately. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the two videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.